Hi guys. Well, we're starting to work on our parallels again. You guys got to see me fabricate them. Some of it anyway. Just doing some cutting. So while we got them up on the boring, got them up on the shaper, and I've already machined off this side underneath here, and we're getting started on this one. Now I've done both sides. I've done this one side, and then I'm putting that side down on the table. This one's been done, so underneath here this has been done, and now we're starting on the second side here. So I just made one pass across here, and we still got a low spot right in there. But there you can kind of see how I got some hold down clamps in there. Now we're gonna take a look at this. I drilled these holes out to 13/16 because my boring mill will take 3/4 inch T-slot nuts, and I wanted a little bit of room, so that's what I did, is bored them out to 13/16. And if you see here in the hole right there, there's a pin and a pin there. We got another pin there, and there's one more back there. Let's see if I can get you a shot here. Here's the pin. So I drilled these out to 13/16 because I had some 13/16 cold rolled shaft here. I cut these slugs off, and I put them in the holes, and that's what I'm using to hold everything down with. So how I'm doing this is we're setting the machine up to make long strokes along here, and then when it gets back to this area here, then I shorten the stroke up, so we're just taking little strokes here, and then we go all the way across there. That way I'm getting both surfaces in one setup. So this will be the second side. I'm going to readjust and probably take another 50 thou cut off of here, and then maybe do a finish cut after that. So we're going to show you doing some cutting here on the long runs. I'll show you that for a while, and then I'll bring you back and we'll show some of the short ones here. Now see, this is a 24-inch machine. More on that in a moment. These two knobs up here, this is how you adjust your stroke length. So right now, this stroke length would be for the short side there. Now if I want to, when I go to do the long side, I gotta loosen this knob up and move it all the way back to here. So I'm kind of maxing this machine out a little bit. And as soon as we're done with both sides of the parallels, then we're going to start working on, we're going to attack this side. We'll do this side, and then we can turn it, dial everything in on this, and then we'll do this side. Now this machine has a power up table, so it's going to be able to sit the same way it is, and we're going to come in here with our cutter and make cuts this way, and the table will feed up. It has some pretty big box ways there, so I don't think there'll be an issue, because we're just going to be taking light cuts, you know, maybe 40 or 50 thousandths on there. So I'm going to run the machine back over here and we'll make an adjustment on our depth of cut. It's probably 40 or 50 thousandths deep, and then I think we're roughly right now around 20 thou step over. Alright, I got all my settings changed and everything. The machine's ready to go. Remember I told you this was a 24-inch machine? I don't know if you can see that or not. Right there. 26 inches. Well, I had a little issue with my battery and it quit on me, so we're going to try this again. But I had a little brainstorm also. Thought I'd make that little bracket right there, and I can stick my light on there. So we're going to see how this works now. Up because it was low right there, and it's cleaning that all up. So here we go again. coming. Let's go this way for a second. Go up to the start. About a quarter-inch left and we'll be done with these long shots. So when I get going on the long shot, or on the short one, I'll bring it back and get that set up and show you some of that. That looks totally different, and I don't change the speed of the machine or anything. So we'll see what that looks like in a little bit here. Close-up shot. There, we got done with that pass and looks like everything cleaned up good. No low spots. So now I'll just have to make some measurements and determine if I want to go any deeper or just do a finishing pass on that. But I'll do that all off on camera. And I'll do the other one. And then when I get started doing this surface here where we can power the table up to do these surfaces, then we're going to take another look at that, and I'll give you some footage of that. Alright, so I decided I would make a little video here of a finish cut that we're getting here. We went down another 20 thou, and we're only stepping over 5 thou. A lot closer chip, and show you a little bit of the finish here. I'm going to finish this one up, and I'll do the other one. Well, here we're using our table to power feed our work up. Seems to be working pretty good. My little flashlight to get the better light on there for you. You know, when you're doing this, you always have a lot of time to think. Let's see if I can clean some of this off so we can... see that surface, but I think it's coming out really nice. Not bad. Pretty smooth. I mean, it could be better, yeah, but it's going to be good for now. I made one pass on it and had a little bit left there, so I had to make another pass. So I think right now we're doing about 25 thou depth and about, I can't remember now, 10 or 15,000 step. What I've been thinking about is some way to lift that tool up on the clapper, on the backstroke. they do that on planers. What I happen to have is this little air cylinder. Toying with the idea of seeing if I can build a air-operated clapper lift setup. Of course, it's going to have to be adjustable for any stroke. So I'm going to have to give that some more thought. I think it could be done. Then you could use carbide tools. Looks like we're just getting down past the holes. Here you can kind of see my pegs I got in there. We're holding it in place. Back there. Seems to be working pretty good. We're going to finish this one up. Then we're going to get the next one on here and do this same side. And then when I get done with those two sides, then we'll turn it and we'll use this surface to dial in off of, and then we'll do the bases. Started on the bottom now. It looks like it's going faster, but it's just because it's a shorter stroke. What I did is I ran an indicator across this surface here and got that straight, and we started cutting on the base. See, I did a little cutting and we kind of ran out there, so starting over on a different cut, and it still don't look like we're going to quite, not quite cleaning up right up there, see? Right up there. So I'll probably have to take another pass. Well, we finally made it. We're on our last pass on the last parallel or angle plate. I'll try to give you a few shots of the machine working here. On the lower right, you can see the crank handle move every time the table raises. Yeah, we got a few chips down there, huh? Show you how close we're getting. Here we got that much left to go. Now I can see the ram come up above there. It gets pretty close, but it misses. Got an inch of clearance there and less than a half of an inch out there to finish. Now they get that glare again. Cut that light off. I still get glare. Anyway, we're going to finish this cut up and then I'll take it off there and do a little dressing and cleaning up on stuff. And I'll get to show you the pair of them. So we'll see you in the next episode. Well, we finally got them all done. There they are sitting up on the boring mill. You can kind of see the size of them compared to the boring mill there. Before I started on this, I kind of decided I was going to see how much stroke I could get out of that shaper. And since I determined I could get 26 inches, that determined how tall I was making this piece here. So now, it's a close-up view of the sides. I think everything turned out pretty nice. But I already got future plans for it. I need a way to get these so I can set them up on the table quickly and accurately. So I believe what I'm going to end up doing is on the underneath side, I'll probably go right through this hole here and put a couple keyways in there so I can line it up with the T-slot grooves. That way I'll have repeatability, you know, I won't have to waste all day setting them up, basically. Let's see if I can turn this one and roll it over. So that'd be the working side, I guess, if you want to call it that. And there's a shot of the base. So I got 4 holes drilled in there, and they're made to go right into these slots. If it was straight, the holes will line up with the slots. So if I put a keyway through here, then I can get those things to repeat. I think that's one of my next projects. I thought I was done, but Nope. You always come up with more stuff. And right here, this is where I welded them together right here. You can see the weld there. So, and then on the underneath side here also, that's where it was welded right in there somewhere. And you can't even see it, so I think that all turned out pretty good. And something else I'm thinking about doing also is going back in between each one of these holes and drilling and tapping for a 5/8 bolt. Just for who knows what. You know, you might need something set up. And, oh, we got some big bearing housings back here. We gotta bore these out here, and then we're putting in these seals here and there. And I got some big dual hubs here that let's see, I gotta go into this side here and bore that out a little bit. There's a couple jobs for the boring mill to do. Anyway, I thought I'd show you that the final end of the angle plates. I want to thank all my new subscribers, and so I guess we'll see what I come up with next. I'm going to cut those keyways in the boring mill because I actually haven't used this thing to cut a keyway with yet. So I thought, well, that'd be a good way for me to learn how to, you know, cut a keyway. You use this machine to cut the keyways. Anyway, thanks for now.